Henry back.
How you doing? Brendon Henry from The Dissapointmentz, father of two. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. I'm the bass player and the singer.
What do you think is the most punk rock thing about you, and what do you think is the most dad thing about you?
I think they're the same, honestly. I think like being there and being like present for the kids, because like, you know, most of us, like, I didn't really have like a strong family environment growing up. Like it was kind of like we were out on our own a lot, and I think being more involved and like supportive of them has been awesome, and just seeing these kids like become who they are, which is amazing to me, because these guys are like I mean, I'm biased, but I think I have the best kids in the world, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I believe everyone thinks they have the best kids, but that's great.
Yeah, no.
And I know I didn't get that feeling from my parents, so like I felt like I was almost a disappointment.
Yeah.
So
you could have been with us. You could be with us.
The
Come
disappointments.
on.
So the fact that you think your kids are awesome is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What is like a highlight of your music career, and what do you think is a highlight of your parenting career?
I would say music career, probably playing. We got to play with the Misfits a lot when I was doing Haunted Hacienda, which for me was huge because that was one of my big bands growing up. And we got to do the Paramount with them and Two Man Advantage, which was like my favorite show we ever got to do. Because like, I think one of the coolest things about it was like there was no backstage, so we were just running out in the crowd, and the majority of people that we saw were like, the only reason we're here is because you guys in Two Man are playing. They were like, we wouldn't have been here, but because they're letting you guys play, we're here tonight. And I love that. As a dad, oh my God, I would say just being supportive and being like aware and with them and getting to see all the cool things that they're accomplishing is like, that's like the best thing in the world to me. Like my oldest son is a genius. Like, he's principal's honor roll, National Junior Honor Society. Like, this kid can do things I can't do with my head. And my little guy is just wild, and I love it. And he's just like, he's got so much energy, and he's so smart for his age. Like, he's like intellectually, socially smart. Like, he gets jokes he shouldn't get. He has humor that he shouldn't have. And I'm telling you, born to be a drummer. Like, he's going to be a drummer someday. You'll see him banging on some skids.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And what is like something that you want to change that your parents didn't do with you that you want to change when you're raising your kids?
I always say there's like, I want them to do what makes them happy. Like, regardless of failure or whatever it leads to, like, I want them to try and just to get to do that. Like, I came from a family literally that has no art or music background at that time. Like, my mom literally became an artist later in life and does great like folk art and stuff like that. But when I was in school, I was a big art guy, and I wanted to go to art school, and my parents were like, you'll never make money. So I didn't do it, and I ended up doing what I do. And I'm happy, and it led to me exactly where I am. So the point of it was great. But I just want them to follow their dreams. I want to be able to give them a shot. Like, hey, here it is. I'll support you until you don't want to do it anymore, and I'll be here. Or until you're the best.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, because like my guidance counselor told me, like, hey, you'll never make money with art. Mm-hmm. So they put me in printing, which ultimately collapsed.
Yep.
And most of the guys that I know was in the printing union.
Yep.
Is now working with me as a custodian. So the irony in that, I wanted to go into graphic design, but
that's the same thing, man. Like,
and they were like, nah, you don't want to do that.
I was on Photoshop 1, Adobe Photoshop 1. That's where I was, and they were like, I was like, this is going to be the thing, and everyone's going, no, it won't. No one's ever going to do graphic design. Now, everywhere you look, it's just, that's the biggest thing in the world.
No, that's awesome that you remember that, and then you're trying to apply that to your kids.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get an interview with you for like years now, because I think the first time you did, I went to Cabin Fever Music Festival. My youngest was like 3, and then we went to a couple of shows. We never really met up, but then COVID happened. And here we are, like, my son's 11.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So, Cabin Fever Music Festival, we went to it again last year.
Awesome.
What is, like, the goal of Cabin Fever Music Festival?
So we started Cabin Fever 19 years ago. We lost one from COVID, so we didn't get to. So we're going into year 18 this year. Our goal originally was in February in the East End of Long Island. There was no one anywhere. So we had a like wealth of local bands. Like, never got out this way, never played anywhere, and these bars were all dead and empty. So we made a deal with a couple bars. We're like, hey, we'll do shows every Friday and Saturday night, $5 cover. Just give all the money to the bands, and that was our deal. And as we progressed over the years, we've almost become like a family event. Now we do a lot of work with Geek Brewery in Riverhead, who are awesome. They've been like completely supportive of anything we ever want to do there. They never have said no. So, and we do all ages shows. Like obviously, you know, you brought your son. I bring my sons. They come now and they hang out. My oldest son, who's 13 now, he'll like even be like picking up cables. He's like putting things together, and I'm like, it's so cool to see him get involved. The bands all love him. Like he's got shirts for every band that's around. Like
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool to see. Like, and I'll see these guys. I'm like, he was wearing your shirt at school the other day, you know. Like, and they're just laughing, and like, it's a community that we were trying to build, and I feel like in the last few years, it's really gotten tighter, and like we have a lot of bands that just repeat and keep coming back because we love having them and they love playing. Yep.
And are you trying to bridge that gap from like the younger punks to the older punks?
Yeah, we actually, my guitar player Sherm has a band called the Southpaw Trio with his two sons, and they come and play Cabin Fever, and they do like all kinds of like crazy covers, and they're working to do originals, and they do it, but it's like basically like the Epitaph Greatest Hits, and it's so cool that these kids are like 16 now, his boys. And they're ripping, doing like Descendants and Pennywise and all these songs. And I'm like, yes, like it's coming. They're still there. They're still listening. And we don't discriminate, man. We have bands that are that young, and we have bands that are in their 50s, sometimes in their 60s. And it's whoever wants to play. You always have an open stage with us.
Now, if someone wanted to reach out to you to get on the Cabin Fever Music Festival venue, like how would they get in touch with you?
The Facebook is the best way to get in touch with me. I check it and I do it through there. But like I said, we have so many repeat bands too that it's just like it's family. It's just like call them up. You want to do it? We're already in. All right, let's go. And that's been the best part about it. Like I go places and just run into people all the time that are Cabin Fever players, and I'm like, oh, what's up? And like everywhere you go. I was in the city. We went to the Misfits Rancid show, and I'm walking out, and I'm like, Amanda and Mike from Bad Mary are there, and I run into them, and then I see like Sam from Playing Dead, and it's like all these people, and it's just like, and Joe, some of the guys from Tension, and it's just like, oh, it's all these guys that we've known all around, but we all came through these same systems of playing and venues and a lot through Cabin Fever.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I know Bad Mary, they're like probably in their 30s, so like...
Yeah, they're a little younger than us.
Yeah, they bridges the gap. That's awesome. Like, they're like...
But even then Bill's on the drums, so they got, Bill's back there in his 60s playing, still rocking on the drums, so they're like a good example of the expansion of ages that we have that play with us.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And if there's something you wanted to change in the future for your kids without any restrictions, what would you change the future for them?
I honestly just freedom. That's what I love, man. I'm for personal freedom. I'm for like just being able to do what you want to do. As long as you're not bothering or hurting people, I don't care. And that's the beauty of this world, is that you get one run through this world. And the faster you realize it and start to apply it to like what you want to do, the happier I feel you're going to be in life. And I want them to have that mentality to go, yeah, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And no one to stop them from doing it or hold them back.
No, I agree. Because when I was younger, when I was 19, I tattooed like below the short sleeve line. Like that fucked a lot of jobs for me. And it's like now you see teachers with full sleeves and stuff like that. So when people like get all crazy, like, oh, transgenders, I'm like, people thought a lot of bad things about tattoos. Like, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, we used to call it the unemployment line because I was a bartender for 20 years. And if you tattooed below here, you weren't getting work because we all wore short sleeve shirts. So all my tattoos go from here down, and then now I don't have to worry about it anymore because I own my own business. I work for a family business. So now eventually I'll go back down to my wrists when I'm done. But it's nice that that's true. Like a neck tattoo would have been a death sentence for a job, and now it's like, no, you see it, it's a normal thing. It wouldn't even be something weird.
For sure. I'm flatlining right here, but
no worries.
We'll come to. I asked you about the changing things for your parents. With your significant other, for someone who's in a band and is like trying to build a family, do you have any suggestions on how to make that work?
Find someone who supports you, because my wife's the best, man. My wife is like 1,000% behind. If I want to do something, she's there, and she makes sure like she's like it happens. And with our kids, she's amazing. Like one of the coolest things, like the other night, I was like, we walked in, I went in a room. Our little guy loves Christmas. favorite holiday, not just presents. Like he loves the whole concept of Christmas and everything. And he's getting there where it's like he's 7. The magic, I don't know how much longer the magic stays. And so my wife went in his room and put fairy lights around his bed. So he has like Christmas lights on his bed now. And he has like, and she gets them little Christmas trees for their room that they get to decorate and stuff. And I was like, this is so far above and beyond like anything I would ever think or have ever seen. And that's just like one little tiny thing she does. Like, you know, like, I'm just the luckiest dude in the world, to be honest. Like that's how I feel every day.
So would it be safe to say, are you happy?
Oh my God, I am so happy. Like we're all happy in our house. Like, it's nice. It's like we have a very tight family unit. We're always together, and like, you know, it's just so nice to have such an amazing partner. To be honest, like that's the only way I can say it. I just worry how I like look at her and go, how does she even look at me and think like, yeah, this is the guy? But she did, and I'm lucky that she did. So I'll never know why, but I know. But I'm happy she did.
Nice to meet you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
No worries, man. Thank you. I love it. Love the show.
Thank you.
Tune in.